This is great, man. This is fun. This is the cheapest roller coaster you can ride right here. Operating costs are almost nothing. It's absolutely fabulous. Okay, Dave gets a kudo for this road. He got docked quite a few points for his gravel escapades, but this was a good choice. Nice blind hill, man. Okay, everybody, so I missed recording the intro to this road, but about 4 miles back, there was a sign on the side of the road, and I'm thinking that I read it right, but it was the squiggly, next 130 miles, 130. I don't think it said 13.0, it was 130 miles of this. This is awesome. We've already had several roller coaster whoop-de-doos that were enough to give you butterflies in your stomach. This is a great road. I don't even know what we're on, 36 or 39, something like that. I'll find a sign in a minute. This is an awesome road. I think it's California 36. Yeah. 130 miles of twisties. Sweet! Oh, I'm looking for fifth gear. There's no fifth gear. Oh yeah, this is nice down enough, but there's 35 ahead, so get ready to brake hard for the curve. We were also noticing all the pre-burn that's been done a little further behind us, not so much out here, but fire departments have been out here burning away this grass because they are in a extreme fire danger condition right now. Yeah, okay. 130 miles of this. I mean, I'd like to ride the whole thing. But I think we're going to be turning off of it eventually. Oh, and the other thing, when we got on this, there was a sign that said next service is 96 miles or something like that. So there's no fuel stations or anything out here. We're carrying our own fuel, so we're okay, but yes, this is pretty remote. Whee! There's only been one straight stretch so far, and that was that downhill run. If it's like this all the way into Eureka, this is going to be an epic ending to the trip. These are perfect roads for the Cub because you're not going real fast, but the Cub corners really, really well, so you barely have to slow down. You can just chuck this thing into corners. Handles like it's on rails, even with these heavy trailers behind us. The steering kind of does this a little bit because of the inertia of the trailer, but the bike still tracks just fine. Without that trailer back there, it just absolutely rail this flat out. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to notice my suspension getting a little more wallowy. I think we've worn out the shocks on here. Wallow, kind of bounce and wallow over bumps. Definitely need to rebuild the forks, and fresh fluid and all that in there. Maybe replace the rear shocks. Because we have not been nice to these things for the last 10,000 miles. 8,000 miles, whatever this one wants now. So, if I look at my trip computer, 7,000 each. Good look at the computer here. Yeehaw. Nah. Just hanging back, having fun here. I need to save my rear tire. Otherwise, I would jump out in front and just beat the shit out of this thing. But I've got to save my rear tire. It's getting a little thin. I'm going to make it all the way there without having to patch it or replace it inside of the road. It's a little hot for that today. Your bike should be feeling pretty good in the corners with that fresh rubber on the back. Yeah, these kind of roads are perfect for the car. Bigger sport bikes back here could be fun, but you can get yourself in trouble with speed real quick. Come up over these blind rises and you don't know if the road's going left or right. On the Cub, moving at these speeds, you can adjust for it and still not be out of shape. You back here on the fast bike, you could end up on the shoulder real quick like. Yeah, so anybody that's watching this that lives out in California, northern California somewhere, I guess, northwestern, northeastern, find this highway. I'll put the number up here. I'm pretty sure it's at 36. And this is one hell of a fun little road. And if the Cub isn't loaded down like little Peruvian donkeys that they are right now, I bet it handles even better. This will be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, Adrian and I were complaining earlier that we're falling asleep because all these long straight stretches on the interstate. We had a few twists and turns here and there, but we're just drowsy, falling asleep on the road. So we popped a caffeine pill or two. Apparently we didn't need it. This rail will keep you awake. We passed that thing. Ew. I think that's the longest straight stretch we've had. Nobody in front of us, nobody behind us. It's our own private little road. I like it. This road's great, man. This is fun. This is the cheapest roller coaster you can ride right here. Operating costs are almost nothing. It's absolutely fabulous. Okay, Dave gets a kudo for this road. He got docked quite a few points for his gravel escapades, but this was a good choice. Nice blind hill, man. It almost seems like we're following a river, you know? Yeah, we are. I see it on the radar here. We're following a little river. This twisty road, usually when they're this twisty like this, that you're kind of following a river, but we can't see it. It's over to our right about a quarter mile, it looks like. Nice. Hey, another bike out here enjoying it. Great road. This will be one that's fun to run in both directions because corners are going to feel totally different. Oh, that won't be hard. He doesn't do corners fast. That other guy, though, with the Vespa and the really loud Molossi pipe that's lost its baffle, that dude rails. Yeah, he rails corners hard on that Vespa. Because he was chasing me for a while back on 9 Mile Canyon. And then I scooted over to let you gain some ground. That way we could get our comms back. And he went on ahead of me, and he was laying it over. He was doing good. They were chasing. Yeah, I wish there was a chase cam on that, because I would have liked to seen the view from behind me. Well, hopefully we can get that. Yeah, because I'll bet this thing looks badass just slinging that trailer around behind me. Because I was railing it. I was scraping the rotapaxes. I never heard it, but I could kind of feel something every now and then. And I figured I was dragging them, and then I looked at the cans, and they got scrapes on the sides. And of course now the fun comes to an end, because we got some slow ass with a trailer. I got a trailer, I'm not a slow ass. Dude's going 38 miles an hour. And look at all that burnable timber up there. Jeez, this place is a powder keg. Anything that sets this off, it is just going to burn. Wow. Anyway, we got around the slow truck. I started waiting. We passed him. He saw us finally. Paid attention, saw that everybody was trying to pass him. He kind of pulled to the side, put his emergency flashers on. Yes, thank you. We're doing 36 miles an hour and 55. Please move. Anywho, this is West 36, or 36 West in California. Fantastic road. Looks like we're on the uphill section of it now, so we're not going to be having quite as much fun as we did on the downhills. But there should be more downhills on the other side of this, right? I guess that must come down. Whoa. Chugga. Very good. Waiting for the next batch of downhill twisties. Scooter Chef took off. He got tired of waiting behind that flatbed and passed him on the curve. I would have done the same, but I didn't have quite as much poke. Everything is just dry and dead out here. It's crazy. Extreme drought. It'd be really pretty out here if it was all green. All the grass and trees were all green. Gorgeous. Still moves all that way. Can't quite do 55. You still with me? Okay. Just got the throttle pinned open, doing the best it'll do, 51. I could tuck in and get a couple miles per hour, but too many uphills. Fortuna. We are still climbing. Saw a couple of twisties up ahead. Ah, we're almost at our checkpoint. You see a green bullseye. How far? Boston. He called out the distance over the intercom. I couldn't quite hear it. We're zooming in. It's about a mile. Flashy, flashy. Running low on fuel, but I'm gonna get further than he does. How far did you say, Adrian? Okay. Our high temperature today in Eureka, California, according to the weather report, is supposed to be like 58 degrees. It's hot as hell here right now. It's going to be in the mid-90s, low 90s. You okay? He says 0.7 and find a shady spot. If there is one. Oh, my butt's starting to hurt. We've still got a couple hours to go. 251. What were we doing today? 426? 421? That's okay. We're doing like 421 today. We're at 270-ish. 150 miles to go. That's 3 more hours at Cub speed. Okay. What are we stopping at? What does it look like? If you're talking, I can't hear you. Oh, okay. We're coming up on it quick. It's got to be up. It's got to be it right here. Another scoot. That would be Chef. Kadoink. And refuel. Right in the middle of the intersection like a dick.
The car wouldn't get out of the way that whole time.
Oh, that guy was being a tool.
Brake checked.
He was going 32 miles an hour most of the time in a 55. What a shyster. 7% grade. Area. I presume you're talking about rock slide. nice corkscrew at the bottom. Apologies for the interruption in the video feed, ladies and gentlemen. My battery ran out right at the bottom of that corkscrew. It was fantastic. And then there's a slow corkscrew going back around the other side. But I didn't look over at my GPS and figure out what I had done. Somehow there was a little turnoff that went more straight, apparently. Whatever this little side road is that I took here is not on the official path. However, 100% working. Fantastic. So I just added probably a mile or two to the route. This is an uphill, so it's not as much fun, but the downhill leading to it was definitely worth it. So, anyway, I'll be rejoining the main path here. I'd like to see what this intersection is. I'm just flat out in third. I can't gain any speed, but if I lose any momentum, I'm definitely screwed. Just keeping it pinned. If I lose momentum, I will not be re-accelerating, I'll tell you that. It is too steep. We're working about a 12% grade here on this stuff. Okay, so is there an intersecting road? It's an intersecting road. There's no intersecting road. What the hell is that? What? This is the main path. It's saying there's a road right there. It might be a sky bridge. An off-road donkey path. Donkey path. There's a road. Yeah, I guess we were supposed to take a donkey path. Thanks, let's stay on the pavement. I am still just wide open. This is a serious climb. Let's see what our ascent rate is. 2258. I have no idea where we started, but we're just going up at about 4 feet a second. Yep, 4 feet a second. Okay, we can just wait. We'll figure out how to pass in the ravine for all I can, because I'm going as fast as I can go. Adrian's telling me there's fast travel coming up. Yeah. This won't get any faster for me until I reach a downhill. I hope I wasn't supposed to turn here. Nope, good. Alright. So here's the downhill. Oh, yeah. It'll pass now. Good luck. See you later. That's the kind of guy that kills motorcyclists, though. As I was watching him behind me in the mirror, he's all over the road, left, right, crossing the line. It's crazy stuff. Bad driver. You still with me back there? Nope. We've reached the limit of the communications. We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as desired. Shasta Trinity National Forest. Okay. And I know where I am. wide open, full tilt, 40 miles an hour, 42, 41. Oh, stretch the legs. I think my time lapse froze. I didn't lose all the footage. I didn't have this camera running, and I just missed an eagle. I think it was an eagle. It could have been a hawk, like a red-tailed hawk or something like that. Flew right across in front of me and was carrying a big snake. He just got his lunch. And right before that, a truck, a white Dodge Ram, came flying around in my lane, almost on this side. Narrowly missed me. That was a sphincter moment. Jack off. Stay on one side of the road. I lost Adrian behind me about 40 turns ago. Just running slow now and gained some ground on me. And I look down to see my little flashing light on this. It's not flashing anymore. It's solid red, so that tells me it froze. Probably heat related. It's pretty hot. So we are still on 36 West. Fantastic highway. Taking this little section pretty slow. It's uphill, so I'm only in third gear anyway, but I'm watching for rocks, because I passed a few chunkies on the right side of the road. Don't want to hit those. Great twisty road. As long as you can keep the inattentive jack-off cagers and trucks on their side of the road, then it's a great motorcycle road. There have been a few semis coming through here too, big 18-wheelers hauling trailers. They look like gravel trailers of some kind, but they've been well over the line. I think this would be a very dangerous road to take commercial truck traffic on, because there are just too many corners. As you can tell, it's just constant switchbacks, left, right, left, right, left, right. These big trucks don't handle that well and stuff. Too long, it's hard to keep them on one side. Trinity, County line, 36 West. Camping, full of windows. Wow, look at that tree. Everything looks much greener out here. Maybe they've gotten some rain, huh? See all that burned out yellow scrub brush and grass. What's it say? Are you with me, Adrian? Nope. Maybe I should slow down. Cruise control? No, that's a bad idea. Two geniuses riding on the wrong side of the road. I need to sort this out. It's bothering me. Let's see if I can multitask. Glove under the leg, lest it blow away in the wind. Let's unplug the power. Running, doesn't think so. And the power button on the side of it. And it can shut itself off. You piece of shit. What does that? So now what I gotta do is change the mode back to time lapse. There it is. And record. I had no idea when it quit. I looked down and it was not flashing. Can you hear me? I heard cargo beep at me. It's like there's somebody near. I see a truck barreling up on me. Man, people on trucks out here. Anyways. Another one on the wrong side of the road. They just don't like the lines, do they? I'm doing 55. Who wants to pass on the double yellow? Yep. Red Lancashire, blind corner over the double yellow. Because he doesn't want to drive the speed limit in a dangerous, twisty area. Okay, so what do we got? What do we got? More twisties and no destination yet. Zoom up on this twisty shot. Are you with me, Adrian? Nope. Let's slow down a little, catch up. Cardo keeps beeping at me, so it's trying to link him in. He's close. He's within 3/4 of a mile of these hills. Club up again, just in case. Hey, stay over here, bike. Hey. Oh, third gear, full open, and losing speed. 31. Can you hear me, Adrian? Nope. Oh, this is stupid. I hear you. Where is you? Can you see me? Nope. Yeah, I'm up this. Are you close to me? Can you see me? Nope. Second gear. We'll just go slow. I think I can. Jump. We'll just pull out here and let him catch up. You can watch with me. There he is. Keep going, don't stop. Keep going, don't stop. Chugga, 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 chugga. Let me get a running start. Ooh. It's steep. I almost got hit by 2 trucks in the oncoming, and I missed recording a hawk, a red-tailed hawk that flew in front of me with a snake in its talons. Yeah, it was carrying a big black snake, and I mean, it may have been 10 feet in front of me, flew right across the road in front of me, carrying a snake. My camera wasn't rolling. Damn it, man. I was more concerned about the jack-off in a white Dodge Ram pickup truck that was all the way over on this white line on this side, head-on at me, and corrected just at the last second. Shithead. If I'd been coming through there any faster, I would have been waxed. Game over. Slow crawl. That means there's going to be more downhill on the other side. No, he's hell gone. I don't know where he went. He is gone. Fun twisties. That's a long way down. You don't want to misnegotiate one of these turns. You have one of those guys in the wrong lane. California 3, Careless 6-1. Alright, cool. This is a really fun road. They really should station a few sheriffs or highway patrol or something out here to sit on a few of these corners and just watch for assholes riding down the wrong lanes, though, because I very closely got hit twice, and just hair on my chinny chin chin. Pure luck that I didn't get cleaned. Oh yeah, you don't misnegotiate these corners or you're done. Yeah, back there was about a 200-foot drop. It's pretty much straight down. Better hope for a tree to tangle you up on the way down. You won't fall the entire way. Don't want to come through here at night, that is for sure. You can see skid marks that go off too. Jesus, it's a bad day, man. Yeah, that's easily 200 feet straight down right there. Yikes! Don't look at it because you go where you look. Oh yeah, straight down. Lots of trees that hopefully arrest your fall, but you're not gonna like it. Wow, look at all this. It looks like sawdust that they've covered the hills with. I think it is. They sprayed on something. What is all this? That's not natural. It's like sprayed on rock or sawdust or both. I don't know. It's weird. And it smells like sawdust, so yes, it's definitely pulped trees. I just don't know what the purpose is. Maybe they've treated the sawdust with some kind of fire retardant. This is a very technical road. You don't want to get caught napping on this thing or looking at your cell phone or anything else, because you won't be on the road for very long. But again, on the Cub, with these speeds, it's very manageable. You're not going to get yourself in over your head with speed. Sport bike or something could overcook a corner pretty easily. Time lapse is still running. I don't know why it killed itself. I'm leaning way over the front tire of this thing like a Supermoto. I catch myself hunched way up. I'm trying not to use the back brake too much leading into these corners, because when you lay it over, the brake pedal is very close to the ground. How do I know? Because I've scraped it a couple times. Were you in third gear all that time? Oh my god. I've been in second forever. I'm using engine braking most of the time, so I don't have to touch the rear brake. The drum brakes overheat easy too, so that's another reason I'm staying out of it. Hey, we've met up with that truck again. I knew that was going to happen. Now through here, I totally understand him going 30 miles an hour, but earlier, no. Run wide. Problem is, we're not getting around him in this stuff unless we see a long enough downhill. He's not staying on his side at all. Hope the bike doesn't come the other direction. Man, that is just straight down over there. Oof. How many more miles? But how many more on this? How many? 3 to the next turn. Okay, yeah. I think we're going to be stuck behind this guy for 3 more miles. Yeah. We could eat lunch or something. We didn't have any breakfast today. We just had the granola bars and noodle and stuff. If we can hold out to eat, then they've got the big party reception thing at the hotel tonight at the finish line. I just don't know how much longer that is. Oh man, this guy's so far over on the other side of the road. He's not that wide. I used to figure out how to drag that trailer. He's dragging this thing like it's a 50-foot trailer. Oh, he's going to let us go by. That's nice. Wait, I just want to be oncoming, because that dude is all over the road. My chain is starting to get slack. I've got quite a bit of throttle lash, on-off lash. I'm trying to manage it, not be ham-fisted with the throttle, because it kind of jerks and upsets the line of the bike. I've got 2 full hard days of riding on that chain now. 3 actually, and I haven't adjusted it since we put it on. Today's the 3rd day. Oh, fucking deer. Stay over there, dude. Hopping and prancing. I thought he was going to come right out in front of... Did you not see him? Oh, okay. I thought he was going to come hopping and prancing right out in front of us. Yeah, he was a youngin' though. Only a year or 2 old. A couple years old. Sorry. Yeah, about 3 points on each side. No, he's going to get stuck behind the trailer. Again. His favorite guy. Ooh, it's windy on the side. Yeah, he's probably getting a workout on that scooter with these twisties. They don't handle nearly as well as these Cubs do. These things are just like an overgrown BMX bike with an engine. No, we're probably going to have to get further into one of the towns because we're still in the middle of nowhere. This is a fantastic road. I like it. She would not want to misnegotiate one of these corners and end up off the side of the road because there ain't no side. Here's a cliff. You better have a ERS chute on your back. Yeah, when we were doing these twisties, similar twisties in Arkansas, when Nick was following behind you on the Riker, he was right up your ass. I'm right up your ass right now, but I'm, how shall I say, seasoned rider. I was afraid Nick was going to punt you right off the mountain. It's like, dude, back off, Nick. Why? Because if he has a problem, you're up his ass. He's not going to have any time to maneuver, and you won't either. Yeah, if the Cub had a little more power, this thing would be a fantastic little canyon carver, because I catch myself setting up for a hard, fast corner, and I'll tip in and roll the throttle, and I'm waiting for the centrifugal force to throttle steer, and it doesn't have it. And then I have to readjust my line. Oops, I forgot. I'm dealing with just a little bit of horsepower here, not a lot of horsepower. Yeah, right. Dealing with 8 horsepower, not 80. Yeah, this is a very technical road. All of these are. Not really novice territory here. No. Like I say, I'm trying to preserve my rear tire. I could go cooking this thing and flying through here, but and if it don't feel like I'm pushing you, I'm not going to overrun you, don't worry. You just ride your ride and I'll hang back here. But yeah, I'm trying to save this rear tire because it's getting pretty thin. Still have a couple 100 miles to go, and well, more on the sides, but still, exactly. But the problem is you're generating heat all over the tire. The hotter you run, or the harder you run, the hotter you run the tire, and it's just going to cause that center section to wear out faster. Heat's what kills the tires. Because we don't have enough power or weight to really wear out this intersection under acceleration. It's just heat. It wears it down. Shoulders getting you? Oh yeah, you're a twisting dog. The new Cub yoga plan. Yeah. Don't lose focus. Those rocks don't give. Yeah. I don't feel any pain or tension anywhere except my butt. I'm getting butt tired. Man, coming down that mountain a couple days ago, I don't remember where we were. Even the twisties, I couldn't keep myself awake. I woke up cornering several times. What the? There's no sleeping in this game. What was wrong with you, man? And I was just on autopilot apparently because I was trailing behind you, just kind of watching the tail light and the rear tire, and I was pacing myself off of you, and I put myself to sleep, I guess. Autopilot kept me on the road, but you would slow down much more than I was. My momentum was carrying me, and I saw the closing distance, and that's what triggered my subconscious to go, oh, you need to pay attention. Autopilot's not going to save you here. Car behind us somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Wow, it just got really hot right here. What the hell? There's a 10-degree temperature swing. 20-mile-an-hour stair step. So watch this one. It'll be good and tight. Just watch for oncoming. Oh, good, we can see it. No oncoming surprises. Getting to a little bit shallower land here, so we must be getting toward the bottom of this mountain. The drops are not as extreme. We got 30-foot drops instead of 300-foot drops. 3 north, so we're going so 36 to 3. Man, that's a fun section of road right there. We haven't seen anybody getting mopped up, so hopefully all the scooter riders ahead of us have done well in these sections. It's pretty technical riding for scooters, particularly. Standard bikes, sport bikes, not all that hard to follow this stuff, but scooters don't handle nearly as well as a standard bike, and nowhere near as good as these Cubs do. So, haven't seen any sport trucks or mop-up crews. It's good. Maybe we won't have any injuries today. Not many gravel sections. Very few road hazards except for deer and falling rocks. It would be nice to see no more atrophy in the rider base. Couple cars behind us. As long as they maintain the distance and don't crowd us in. I'll bet Groms would be pretty good out here, you know, the other little Mini-Moto bikes, but they're not going to corner near as well as these bikes do because these are 17-inch wheels. Interesting to take a Grom through some of this, see how it does. These things really handle much more like a full-size motorcycle. Yeah, I need a butt brake. The rest of me is fine. I don't have any pain or tension anywhere else. It's just butt. I don't remember what it was on my calendar, but I had another group ride that I was going to do, a destination trip, something, middle of August. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I might take a break from bikes after this trip for a few weeks. I might ride the Riker or something. I'm just getting tired. We'll see how I feel when I get back to Houston. I need to focus on work, that's for sure. Pay for this trip. I can't remember what it was though. I have to dig through my emails. There's some gathering or get-together that I was invited to, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it. As long as it's a weekender, I can probably do that. Need to get a new button when I'm trying to use it. Yeah, it was a fox. These little cubs never fail to impress me, man. I love these bikes. It's probably the most fun bike I've had in decades. I've had lots of bikes, but they're either too vanilla or somewhat intimidating because they're too powerful. This thing, I mean, there's very little you can do to get yourself in over your head unless you're really stupid. And I could bring my Ducati out here, or my R1 or something like that, and have fun, but I don't think it would be as much fun because you're wrestling a huge bike. You're getting in over your head on speed and braking every single corner. Just pushing too hard because you can. Time lapse is still going. I don't know why my time lapse camera shut itself down or whatever. Overheat, I guess. Okay, it's not showing up on mine yet. Dead squirrel or something. Oh, you sit there, buddy. I caught up to that van that passed us forever ago. I guess he wasn't able to do the corners quite as quick as we did. Hey, my butt. Time to stretch. Sure, man. Get off and stretch your legs. I don't have a lot of water left in my hydration pack, but I'm getting pretty thirsty.